Hi, this is Tony Andre with ResortsandLodges.com, coming to you from the Poconos of Pennsylvania. The Poconos of Pennsylvania is a place of soft rolling mountains covered in thick deciduous forests, gentle rivers, and waterfalls. The Lenape Indians once called this land home, but after years of mining and railroad, it has developed into a resort destination. Many World War II couples would marry and escape to the Poconos on their honeymoons before deployment overseas. Today, resorts sit upon the many different hills, valleys, and mountaintops and are often the best way to begin your stay. Twisting forested roads will bring you into 19th century towns, such as Hawley, where remnants of its railroad past run adjacent to the cultural mix of Italian restaurants and Polish delis, providing a small village feel with shops to keep the visitor busy. The long stretch of Honesdale also gives you a chance to gaze in shop fronts, at church steeples, and sip your latte while watching clouds move behind the storefront facades. One of the most memorable of towns was the setting for the silent films of D.W. Griffith. The small town of Milford, Pennsylvania, is clearly proud of its inviting blend of history, architecture, and accessibility. A stroll down the avenues brings a visitor back to the days of its Victorian past. Unique shops, historic hotels, and artistic alleyways offer a unique contrast to the mountains surrounding them. This was once the frontier of the French Indian and Revolutionary Wars. If you listen closely, you can hear the echo of the mountain history. A turn down Broad Street will bring you to one of the best delis on the East Coast. Freddies was established in Little Italy, New York. It takes you back to a time where meat was proudly presented in a hanging display, and the meat cutter was there to serve up a good conversation along with a good slice of salami. Meats such as capicola and pepperoni, sausages of all varieties, cheeses, marinated artichokes and olives, imported sweets, frozen specialties, and made-to-order sandwiches can be found in great variety. Be sure to swing by. But where the beauty of the Poconos truly lies is in the natural surroundings of the mountains and valleys that make it the region it is. You can disappear into Lake Wafak, whether boating or taking a reflective seat amongst the stone cairns left by earlier visitors. If you are looking for an inspiring view, good hike, or romantic niche, then head to Bushkill Falls. This tops most to-do lists. It is both well-maintained and popular, but offers many little nooks from which to stand impressed by the falls and meditate on the natural world around us. While the indigenous Delaware Indians were removed to western reservations long ago, the Pocono Indian Museum preserves the memory of the past. It provides a 30-minute tape-recorded tour. The small exhibit is both well-researched and informative, explaining the lives of the original Poconos inhabitants. You'll see the way in which they adapted to the land around them, see many unique artifacts, and hear the story of Mising, the Poconos Bigfoot. The museum explains how the Lenape lost their land and pays respects to Norma Thompson Dean, the last full Lenape. The Delaware River winds through the Poconos, and the most dramatic example of its wonders can be seen in the Delaware Water Gap. A trip on the Delaware Water Gap trolley will take you through the town and up to the village of Shawnee. This was once a vacation haunt of President Eisenhower and Lucille Ball. See where Jackie Gleason used to play pool, catch a sandwich at the local store, and tour the Presbyterian Cemetery where veterans of the French Indian and Revolutionary War now rest in a peaceful mountain haven. The most distinctive geographical feature is the gap itself, where glaciers once forced their way through the mountain, creating a sharp, sheer cut. This separates New Jersey from Pennsylvania and can be viewed from the river below or a hike above. A visit to the Poconos is not complete without a visit to its gateway, the historic town of Jim Thorpe. Taking the name of the Native American athletic legend, this was once the home of the railroad magnate Asa Parker, who brought the railroad here. The town rises up the main boulevard of wonderfully preserved architecture, which continues to be maintained and restored. This was the home to the Molly McGuires, who once fought for workers' rights with sometimes violent means. They were held and executed here at the Carbon County Jail. The touch of a haunted feel is accentuated by the inn at Jim Thorpe, where ghosts are sometimes said to haunt. Jim Thorpe's beautiful setting and eye-catching architecture make it a must-see. The Poconos of Pennsylvania have become more than simply a honeymoon destination. Anyone seeking a mixture of historic charm, natural low mountain beauty, and a diversity of food and shops, all explored at a pace of your choosing, will want to put Poconos on their list of top destinations.